Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Welcome to another episode of our podcast. We're going to be covering a slew of topics today, and they're all going to be centered around being a successful streamer. Today we're going to be joined by a couple of different individuals, some new, some old. We have our leader, Rusty, who's making a reappearance back into the show. We're also going to be joined by Gutex, Flying Chicken, and Emerald Wolf. These are all individuals from the gaming community. Emerald Wolf, as you guys know, is a he's not a streamer, but he is my partner in crime. He helps out a lot with the channel. He helps out a lot with a lot of different things in regards to myself and my existence on Twitch. As I said, there's a lot of different topics that we're going to be covering. Some of them are going to be talking about different announcements and whatnot that have been happening in United Gaming and Stand United. Updates on Quest Mode. There's a lot of updates on Quest Mode. There's a few Twitch announcements, things that have been going on in the Twitch world. And then, we're just going to talk about different things that are happening in our channel and what have you. So let's start by getting these guys into the room here, and we will go on from there. Hopefully you guys are having fun. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves. Welcome everybody.
And talk. Oh, I can talk.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
What's up, Mr.
What's up,
Rusty? What's up, Mr. Emerald? What's up, Mr. Gutex and Mr. Flying Chicken?
How's it going?
How's
Hello.
everybody? Hopefully you guys have had a wonderful Thanksgiving. For those of you guys who celebrate Thanksgiving, though I never understood that question, celebrate Thanksgiving. I thought everybody's always thankful. But, then you got those gluttons out there who are not so thankful. So, hey, hopefully you had a good meal. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing great. How about you, Belfie?
I'm exhausted, man. The sales season. Oh my god. Can it not be this season? Can it go back to not this season? Oh my god, it's exhausting.
But then even with that, I mean, we couldn't partake in it either.
Oh my god, it's a very good time of the year, Christmas spirit and shopping the spirit and all that. There's some crazy people in the world that I didn't know that existed, but yeah. Yay, sales industry.
Come to a truck stop, you'll learn a lot.
Oh, been there, done that. I have managed plenty of gas stations. My time. I may not look it, but I'm 30 years old. I just recently turned 30 on November 25th. So, yeah. Yeah, that happened. So really excited about being older. I actually am excited about being older. I enjoy being old. It's better than being young and stupid and all that stuff. But other than that, how's everybody doing? What's been going on with you guys? I know that we've had a lot happening in United Gaming this past couple months. Well, let's just take last month, for example. I believe one of us got partnered. Rusty,
Yeah.
let's bring that up.
Yeah, Losta got partnered.
Yes,
She's a
she
streamer
did.
in the Destiny directory, Destiny 2. She does raid chirping. She joined us not too long ago, and we helped her with her partnership marketing plan, and she got her partnership application got accepted the first time around.
And
So that's pretty impressive.
being accepted first time around, that's very rare, correct?
Extremely rare.
As I don't know, for those of you guys watching and whatnot, I have had the pleasure of befriending a couple different individuals, a few individuals for that matter, who are in the process of getting partnered. And yes, it is a process. These individuals have submitted their application multiple times, and to even be considered for the position, let alone be accepted, is a huge honor. And she, I believe, like what did we do, or what did she do to get herself into the position where now she has the numbers and everything to be able to get accepted in the partnership program?
Well, it's community building first, is on the basis she has a really strong community building. You know, you talk to people about what their goals are for their channels, and one thing that really impressed me with Losta too is she's very definitive on why she does what she does. What is her goal? It's not Her goal is not to create to run people through raids to get them loot. It's to build a community and offer a safe place for people that might not otherwise be accepted for other social groups on the internet or otherwise. And that's one of her driving forces. I think that's a very powerful message.
Wow, yes, very true. That identity of who you are and what you bring to the table, that is absolutely key in being successful on any platform, not just Twitch. That being said, is this one of the reasons why I wanted to bring Emerald on as a special guest on the show. For those of you guys who don't know, Emerald is a huge, huge asset to any streamer. I'm not the first streamer that he has helped. Emerald, let's talk about you for a second. You're no stranger when it comes to Twitch streamers. There are plenty of streamers out there that you have helped and whatnot. People like you is what a lot of streamers are looking for. Tell us, what makes you want to help a streamer?
Well, to be specific, what helps me want, or what makes me want to help streamers is, growing up, I didn't have a lot of ambition, so seeing people who do is kind of an inspiration to me and makes me want to help them achieve that. So in a way, as I went further down the road, it became something that I want to do, which was just help those who want to be better.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, in conjunction with all of this stuff, helping people, being successful and and whatnot, we as a stream team got in partnership with Quest Mode.
Yes.
Rusty, we launched Quest Mode as a partnership, I believe, last month officially. Correct?
Yes. It was mid-month, yeah.
Right,
But, yeah.
somewhere in the middle, and this was after. Well, it was like a couple days before TwitchCon. We officially became partnered and whatnot with Quest Mode. Now, obviously, it's been a bit of a bumpy start because getting everybody on board and what have you. Working out the kinks with the programs and what have you.
I don't feel like it's been a bumpy start. Has it been a bumpy start?
Well, bumpy
We
start in
have
the sense
we have
of
one
getting
streamer
the word
that's
across.
nah. We have something like 80%. Um, we're close to 80% now on follow through with that. You know, part of the reason the rollout took so long was we were doing we're trying to make a standard operating procedure. You know, we introduced it to United Gaming first because it's a smaller group, and we can kind of control the information that's disseminated. We could also gather more information and grow upon it. But no, we have multiple streamers. Like we have a lot of our streamers in the top like 20 on production for this last week. Damien, who is not a large streamer, but he's a very hard worker and he's very smart and builds a very strong community. He was second in the world on Quest Mode. This last week,
Very true.
he beat out a partner streamer that has 31 emotes. So that means they have quite a lot of subs, and they have 30,000 followers. Um, I don't know what their average viewership is. I never looked it up, but I know that they got partnered playing Duel Links, which is a mobile game. So that would seem like it would go hand in hand with Quest Mode. The only person that beat him, I think it looks like they're an Overwatch pro.
Mm-hmm.
with 36 emotes, and they're also partnered. So
Wow.
we are definitely, I mean, it depends on how you want to look at it. If you want to look at it as like we're really pushing for quality and trying to build a system that's going to help the streamers across the board on all teams, then yeah, I think we're very successful. If it's just a matter of getting everybody signed up and like pushing product, we're in a way that's maybe not be in a way that might be suboptimal, then we are failing at that.
Well, I mean to brag when I say this, and
Hmm.
that's the reason why I brought it up this way, is that we're not the only team out there that has been sponsored
Nope.
and partnered with Quest Mode. However, what kind of sort of puts us aside is how well we are as a team. I'm not going to be naming names when it comes to the other teams that have been sponsored by Quest Mode, but as far as the follow through is concerned, of how many people as a percentage are using Quest Mode on a team, I think we are one of the higher percentages of a team being able to incorporate it as a whole. Correct?
100%.
And what is Quest Mode? Like, for those of you guys who are watching, I'm sure some of you guys don't know what Quest Mode is. What is Quest Mode, Rusty? Why is Quest Mode even remotely on our radar? Why did we even consider Quest Mode? How does it benefit us as streamers?
Well, there's so many things. In streaming, it's very hard as a streamer of any size to have um, a one-to-one ratio of work put into money gained. I mean, we don't force subs. We don't make people sub us. We don't force people to donate. Some streamers that are more service-minded have a more like direct payment methods and things like that. But the fact of the matter is, it's a lot of activity on the streamer side with questionable rewards.
Mm-hmm.
Quest mode really kind of to me, thing I liked about Quest Mode is it actually gives you a one-to-one ratio on if you do things that promote their sponsorship, you will get paid. You will earn money and be rewarded for the activity. And I talk to a lot of streamers every day, and a lot of it is it's not so much about becoming super famous, becoming super rich. It's about being recognized and being rewarded for an honest day's work. And Quest Mode gives that to every streamer available.
Okay, I'm gonna put a pin in Quest Mode for a bit because we do have two other guests that are here with us who haven't said a word yet. So, Mr. Gutex and Mr. Flying Chicken, how are you guys?
Yeah, very good. I'm glad to be here. I think we gotta give a hand round of
You're
applause
supposed to. Okay, so that's supposed to be an
everyone.
analogy about statistics. You're supposed to use that in an analogy about statistics.
What are you
That's
talking?
a bet.
What are you talking about?
That's a bet. I'm just.
But anyways,
Well, so
very glad to be here.
I know Gutex and Flying Chicken and the things that these guys work in the background. Kind of like Emerald has been working in the background for the success of these streamers that are in the foreground. So, Mr. Gutex, Mr. Flying Chicken, what brings you to the Twitch world?
Um, honestly, like, I have a friend who's a bigger streamer, and I started watching Twitch when he came back to it. Like, he got banned on Justin TV. Came back to Twitch and was one of the first people. I think he was like part of the first round who actually got partnered like
Okay.
6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started playing Destiny, and like I come from a Lao family, so I just kind of came across Rusty. I saw, as an Asian streamer, and just started watching him, and then kind of got into his community and kind of been there ever since.
So, Gutex here is one of those people that we love to call a what's it, loyal follower. He's one of those people that are enjoyed watching content and then became part of the community. As a viewer, and I think this is something that we touched on earlier, is building that core base, building that community, and I believe once you build up your community and whatnot, that is what establishes who you are on Twitch, and thus allows you to become partnered and get that check mark next to your name, a dream that a lot of streamers have. As a viewer, what advice or what are your 2 cents to the streamers out there? What would you say to them to help them better themselves or allow them to build a better community, what have you? What advice do you have for them?
I think I can help answer this one.
That's Flying Chicken, by the way.
Yep. It's Flying Chicken. You just gotta like really. What am I thinking of? You gotta really enjoy yourself, and you know, as a viewer, you kind of know who, like, the energy of the streamer themselves, and you really have like, and like if you're having a bad day or if you're like not feeling very good, the viewer really sees that, and it really comes across your stream. And to me, that's the first thing I see. Like, you know, I really notice, you know, how the streamer is doing, and you know, every successful streamer has to love what they're doing, and they have to, you know, even though they're having a bad day, they have to really show that they're loving this thing, you know, and
Right.
I think that makes you the most successful.
Okay. So, in other words, like, you have people out there who get online, they start playing and whatnot, and you know, all they're doing is like, you could see the hardship of their whole day kind of like emanating off of them, and they get annoyed and frustrated and whatnot, and you could see that visually in the stream,
Right.
and you can tell like they don't want to be here. And I've seen that happen myself. Not only am I a streamer, I'm also a viewer. I watch a lot of different channels, and I can even say personally for myself, if I see somebody who's constantly bickering and complaining and whatnot, it turns me off about watching it. At least from where I sit, who I have considered to be successful streamers are those who you can see are having fun streaming whatever content that they're streaming. And I think that's what helps build a very strong community, that very strong base that allows you to then further go and get partnered and whatnot. Emerald, you have helped out a number of different streamers. Just to name a few, Trauma is one of them. And you know, you've helped myself, you've helped Dayshot, you've helped a couple other streamers. What would you recommend to the different viewers out there? How do you approach a streamer and offer your help to them? How did you do it?
Well, first off, you can never go into a channel and just be like, yo, I'm a mod for this channel or that channel. Can I help you with yours? Because, for one, that's a quick turn off. It's basically you just selling yourself out there. A lot of streamers don't like that. That's the exact same as one streamer hopping into another streamer's channel and going follow for follow. You know, it's a quick turn off. The best way to get in is to become a part of that family. You have to become a part of that chat, become a part of that channel. Be there every day, support the streamer, talk to the people there in the chat, help out those who are asking questions, to help out the streamer who doesn't have the time to answer all.
Awesome. So, help build. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to add something, like, you know, as far as like what we were talking about.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so, you know, as a streamer, you have to really enjoy what you're doing. I mean, otherwise, like, you're not gonna get partnered right away. You're not gonna get those, like, you know, 100 viewers or 75 viewers or whatever, and you're gonna fail over and over again. But if you're not having fun doing it, what's the point? And
Absolutely
people can see
true.
that.
Absolutely true.
That's actually a really good point, because streaming by no means is easy.
Oh
It's one of the more
no.
difficult ways to make a living if you're trying to do this full time, or if you're trying to get it off the ground. Like, there's a lot easier ways to make a buck. There's a million different ways to do it. The reason why people choose to do this is that it is definitely a forum and a platform where you can be 100% expressive, where you can build something that really nobody could tell you not to. It's almost like, you have this opportunity to take the stage and everybody's just giving you a round of applause all the time. Like, if that's what you're really grasping for, that's the dream that you could have come true. It's just like everybody's like clapping for you, if that's what your vision is.
Well, I mean, also like from a viewer's point of view, like like streamers, you guys are basically brands, and I think early on, you have to find out what you want to portray on Twitch. Like you have people who play personalities on Twitch, and I think early on, the good streamers find out what they do well, and they continue to do it. Because as a viewer, a lot of times, like if a streamer has like this personality and they play a character, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere they just decide to switch it up and they go to a completely new route and they talk normal or something like that, like you're going to alienate a big part of your community, because unfortunately for you guys it sets up an expectation that you're always going to be on. Like, if you're that character, the moment you turn on stream, doesn't matter what's going on that day, you have to play that character. And until you turn off that stream, you're kind of stuck in that mold. And a lot of times, it's, yeah, you have to have fun, but you also have to be real to how your community views you. Because a lot of what you guys do, it's not, the best streamers aren't necessarily always the best at the game they play, but they're best at interacting with their communities and making their community feel a certain type of way. It's a big aspect of what they do is marketing. Like that's half your job, it seems like. And it's like Rusty says, like the streamers that you gotta like clap for, like those are the guys I feel like the ones who put in the hard work and they build their communities up and they stay loyal to kind of what their community is about. And if they do adapt to their community, they do a good job of communicating via social media and on stream, kind of where they're taking it.
That's absolutely true. Like I've seen plenty of people out there, whether knowingly or unknowingly, they establish an identity about themselves. So, like for example, you may have people who may self-identify themselves as multi-platform streamers or variety streamers, what have you. But like if day in and day out all they're playing is, say for example, Destiny, their community identifies for them that this person is a Destiny streamer. I know plenty of people out there who have kind of made their names to be Destiny streamers and whatnot. But but as you said earlier, you have to be genuine. And as Flying Chicken has put it out there, you have to enjoy what you're doing. So being genuine and enjoying what you're doing are two absolutely huge parts of being a streamer. What I love about being a streamer is that it is that one job or career where no one can tell you that you are wrong for being yourself and having an opinion about something. And that's what makes this a very rewarding thing. Like, you're your own boss. If you screw up somewhere, you're the only one that's gonna yell at you for screwing up and not coming to work or something. It's one of those things where you get out of it as much as you put into it. So I think Rusty had told me this. We were sitting in a meeting, and he had said that within the first year or 2 years or 3 years, I forget what exactly it's like, most streamers don't make it past the first year. But if you,
most streamers don't make it past the first 30 days.
First 30 days. Oh, 30 days. That's what it was. But in order to be a really good streamer, you have to be doing this for at least a year or two before you are going to see the fruits of the seeds that you've sown. That being said, I wanted to talk a little more about the quest mode thing that we have, because I know we talked about how important it is and how lucrative it is for us to use quest mode, and obviously, since it is what has sponsored our team, Um, this is how easy it is for quest mode. Right now, I currently play 2 games. I know Emerald, you got yourself a new phone, so hopefully you're going to be helping us out. So, has anybody else used quest mode for themselves yet? I believe. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I don't stream. I've just learned about it from Rusty and stuff and played like the games, but not like from a streamer's perspective.
Rusty, I believe you've tried out a few of the quest mode games. I say quest mode games like quest mode owns these games. So for the people who are not familiar with quest mode, basically it is a platform where you go in and they have a list of apps and games that you can download and use and play on a daily basis or a monthly basis or what have you. Whenever you have free time, when you're in the bathroom and you got nothing better to do, you can pull out your phone and start playing mobile games. Just for playing these games and completing different quests in these games, you get awarded sub points, and in certain cases you award the streamer cash money. It's just that simple. And I think I currently am playing 2 games. Well, PUBG would be the 3rd game. I'm playing Domination. I just downloaded the new Star Trek one, and I'm playing PUBG. And just with those, investing maybe I would say like 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there and whatnot, I currently have 6 subs to give away. And like I earned like $16-17 doing that. So essentially an hour out of my week I'm able to earn like 6 subs and $16. That is a huge... Yeah, and that's just me. That's just me. Can you imagine if you even had 5 dedicated community members who did that? You just multiply that earning by 5. So you could essentially end up with 30 subs and what, 5, 6, close to 80 some odd dollars?
Yeah. We have people on the team with, like, I think the most I saw is 22 fans registered.
That is insane. Yeah.
And that's over a 2 to 3 week period of time.
So that is a huge way to show support as a viewer and as a streamer yourself. So like, for example, if you don't have money to spend, you can literally just play a game and now you have sub points to sub to your favorite streamers. Yep. Simple as that.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's really easy, really cool. Now, there's a lot of stuff that we're working on for the future of United Gaming and Stand United. Rusty, what projects have we picked up recently in regards to Stand United? I know like we're actively recruiting for Stand United and United Gaming.
Yeah, we're actively recruiting. We're trying to grow both teams. We are always on the lookout for new sponsors. Some of the cool stuff we have kind of in the pipelines is, we have a rewards program that we're going to look at for our team members for behavioral things on how well they treat each other, who is going to be a good representative of the culture and the community that we try to build. That's going to be coming soon. There's going to be more information on that. We have the newsletter just about ready to launch. I need some quotes from a few more streamers, and then we're good to go on that. There's really exciting stuff. So Quest Mode was not just a monetization sponsorship. They offered us a lot of analytics that previously Twitch had taken away from us. And when I was actually trying to push for partnership, Chicken was very valuable in that he would be able to pull out raw data from the Twitch website and then put those in and see optimized scheduling, different my best days of the week to really fine tune the process that I approached to streaming and building a schedule. The cool things about that was that it gave me a noticeable jump on my average viewership. It went up by like 20 almost immediately. That was extremely helpful, and that's something that Quest Mode opens the doors to us.
Wow, So now, just to give everybody a bit of a background, Flying Chicken is a crazy smart dude.
He really is. Yeah, he makes a lot of penis jokes.
I don't know. No.
You know, it's just like for real. Like if everybody on the team knew that how much his analytics would help all the data, I feel like everybody would stand up and give him a round of applause.
Now,
What do you think, Gutex?
one of the things I do want to mention, and this is just us kind of like talking about ourselves. One of the reasons why United Gaming and Stand United are I would consider us a very successful stream team is because of how I guess it's just in our culture to foster success. Everything that we do, any and all conversations that we have when it comes to our stream team members is set out in a way where we help them achieve whatever goals that they may have set up. I know that Rusty, you have sat down with plenty, if not all, of our stream team members at one point or another, and set up like goals for them that they should be able to reach, whether on their own or with all of our help, so that whatever goals that they have set up for themselves and their channel, they're able to achieve them. Obviously partnership is a huge goal, and what helps us be the best stream team, in my opinion, we're the best stream team. I don't think there's anybody better than us. Is that we kind of have the roadmap on how to become a partnered streamer. Rusty, I believe you have helped several people achieve this goal, correct?
Yeah, like 7-ish, I think. There's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
this is
I'm not gonna lie
nothing.
to you. Partnership is formulaic. It really is. Like partnership is formulaic. It's not about if you can be partnered as a streamer. Every streamer can get partnered. It's I've done competitive sales, like commission only jobs. It's the same theory that applies to those about activity for growth applies to streaming. And with those, like with full commission jobs, it's often the mindset that you have, the attitude, the ability to push forward, the ability that to look at what you're doing and know that what the gains you're getting at this moment came from activities that you did before, and the activity you do today is going to pay dividends in the future, right? So, taking that approach that's really more of what the stream is about. So yeah, we have this golden system, we have this formula. It's really great for Twitch. It is actually not that complicated. Yes, we look at big data and all this stuff to help with it. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of what makes us really special, in my opinion, is more the culture. The culture that goes into that, the support you get for the mindset to help you keep that positive mindset, that attitude that you have, that you can do anything. It is of my personal belief that anybody can be successful on Twitch if you really define your personal goal, and it should be a personal goal that you have with Twitch, not necessarily like something that is numerical. Like you shouldn't go like your goal in Twitch should not be a number of viewership. That should be the result of you chasing what makes this special to you.
That is actually a huge difference in opinion with a lot of different streamers out there. Numbers should be a byproduct of your struggle, not a cause of your struggle. And it's very true. I think there's like so many different streamers out there who say don't look at that number, that viewer number. Don't look at it, because that will affect you in so many different ways. And can we be honest for a second and just say that number is always inaccurate?
I mean, yeah, as much as it can be. It's a frequency. It's not dialed in. It's definitely not laser guided.
Like I've seen this happen so many times where like I'll host somebody, like I'll have active viewers and whatnot, or people lurking and what have you, and they'll only count like 5. But then like when I'll go host somebody, ooh, you had 15 people watching you. Wait, what? Okay. I don't know. The whole Twitch API thing, I don't understand it. But we have people on our staff who eat this stuff for breakfast. So, you know, people like Flying Chicken over here who understands all that metadata and all that. So, trust me, you want to be part of United Gaming and stand united because we know what we're doing and we will actually help you compared to some other teams for whom you're just a number. So, that being said, what are you guys interested in these coming days? What games are you guys gonna be playing? Anybody interested in the new DLC for Twitch? Wow, yes, Twitch has a DLC. No, I mean Destiny. That's what I meant.
I think we're all getting ready for that. Yeah.
Yeah, that comes out tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah.
And tomorrow at Reset, the Black Armory comes out. I hear The Last Word is supposed to be coming out. I'm really excited about that. I think Icebreaker is supposed to be coming out. Oh, that's gonna be some great games.
Yep, looking forward to it. And the new raid Friday.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be some sort of new raid. Oh well, no. I think there's like a new PvE kind of content somewhere. Kind of like what we have going on right now.
Horde mode or something?
Yeah. Some kind of horde mode or something. I'm really looking forward to that. That's gonna be interesting. Oryx, as Oryx says, yes, it's gonna be a raid lair, not a raid. I'm sorry. Damn.
No, they said it's going to be bigger than the raid layer and smaller than the raid they put out last time. So it's not going to be like that one boss raid layer sort of thing. It's supposed to be a little bit bigger.
Okay, so it will feel like something that we've truly... And you know what? I think I said this a couple weeks ago when I first started. I'm really happy the way they're doing things now. They're not releasing DLCs, they're releasing seasoned content. And the way they've changed their perspective, shifted the way they've been releasing it. I've been happy with their content. Like, granted, the first year of DLCs was just utter garbage. I was highly disappointed in Curse of Osiris. I really thought that DLC had so much potential, and I was highly dismayed. But Forsaken, oh my god, Forsaken, like, it took me till almost I think like 2 weeks ago was when I was able to finally finish playing everything on one character. And mind you, I play this game like daily. Are you guys excited for I know Rusty loves the Tom Clancy game Division. I know he's going to be playing that a lot in the coming months. I think that launches March or something. But before that, in February, we have Anthem coming out. Is anybody going to be getting that?
Oh shit! Yeah, I actually got to sign up for the alpha for that. Someone gave me the link to sign up for the alpha.
Wait, what? You have a link? Is that only on PC, or can someone sign up for it on console?
No, I haven't even opened it yet. I have to look.
See this man? Look at this man.
I'll send you this stuff afterwards. Yeah,
He's got like chock full of alphas and betas. See, it's what happens when you get a check mark next to your name. You know, you get all high and famous and whatnot.
Yes.
All right, guys. So that's pretty much our show for this month. I appreciate you all coming out. Next month, our show, I will just let you guys know right now, is probably not going to happen in January. We may have to skip next month. Bit of good news situation is that for those of you guys who are interested, applications have been submitted for myself and my brother's wife, and we have heard back from them. And they're in the process of setting up an interview date with the wives. And once we get that date, they're going to go in for their interview. And they're going to get their visas. And we're going to go and get them and bring them over. That is estimated to be sometime in January, late January, early February. So I'll kind of have to keep my calendar open. So I'm not going to say any specific time or date for the January podcast. But
Congrats.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
gotta
Fingers
write,
crossed.
Yeah, write cheat sheets on your or cheat notes on your arm, like all the questions that you're gonna ask.
When I took my immigration test and whatnot, there's so many different people who had taken it, and they were giving us so many different advice, like, oh, you gotta make sure you know the answers to these questions, you gotta know these facts, and da 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 da. And then when I went in and took my immigration test, the guy's like, do you know who the president is? Well, back then it was when did I do it? Oh, it was Donald Trump. I got my citizenship last year in February, and I was like, yeah, it's Donald Trump. Do you know who the first president was? Yeah, George Washington. Congratulations, you are now a citizen. I'm like, wait, what? That's it? He's like, yeah. I was like, wait, so I wasn't supposed to study that whole book? It's like, he gave me a strange look. He's like, do you want me to start asking you more questions? I'm like, no, it's okay. I mean, you gave me the citizenship. I'm good. That's the end of that story. He's like, all right, get out of my office. I'm like, okay. That was like the weirdest conversation I've ever had. And mind you, all those people, they're actual not police officers. They're like officers of the law. Like, they have a badge, they have a gun, they have all that stuff. Like, if you screw up in front of them, they could like kind of arrest you right there on the spot. So I thought that was a bit intimidating. So fun fact about immigration officers and police officers over there.
That's a hard test. I would not be able to say Donald Trump.
Nah.
What you did there.
It is what it is.
Well played.
Hopefully the wives can pass that test. I don't see why they can't, but you know, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. I'm really excited about them coming over. There is going to be huge celebrations. There's going to be an open invitation to all of you guys, part of the stream team and whatnot. I believe there's going to be some kind of Twitch event that I will do. Once they're here, I will be taking them to TwitchCon and GuardianCon and all those cons. So looking forward to meeting you all with the wife in the near future. Any updates? Anything that anybody else would like to share? All right, cool. Thank you all for stopping by. I will keep you guys updated. Please follow me on Twitter. If you don't already, it's just Balfi on Twitter. Rusty is Rusty Nail on Twitter as well. Drop him a follow. Go watch his streams. This guy is a hilarious dude. He talks about food a lot. Like, there's always some kind of... You guys think there's food of it on my channel? Dude, you should just go to his channel. It's almost a social eating stream at Rusty's channel. He even plays a game called Overcooked.
Yeah. I would not eat that food.
But again, guys, thank you very much for stopping by. It was a pleasure having this... Oh, it was my pleasure and honor. Absolutely. Absolutely. I can't wait to have you guys in the next podcast. I know we're going to have a lot more updates in regards to quest mode. There's going to be a lot more updates for... Oh, before we go, I do want to give 2 huge shout outs to 2 individuals who are currently pushing for partnership. Juicy.
3.
Oh, 3. Oh, we have Juicy, we have Joker, and Jenna Kitty. Yes. These 3 individuals are... can you give them a shout out in chat real quick, Rusty?
Sure.
Drop them a follow, guys. Make sure that you leave lurks on for them at least. If you can't leave it on all day, at least try to do it a little bit of the time. These guys are pushing for their partnership. And if you can just leave a lurk on, keep when you go to work, just have your computer on their channels if you can. That would greatly be appreciated. This is just the kind of support that you get by being part of United Gaming. You know, when you're doing that final push for partnership and you need those viewers, there we got you. We have a huge community, an active community, and we're all here to help each other. So if you guys can, please make sure that you follow those channels. Make sure that you leave lurks on there, and if you can sub to them, I mean, I don't see why you can't sub to them anymore. We're all part of Quest Mode, so you know, just go in there, play a couple games, and sub to these channels, guys. You guys are not gonna regret it. These guys are amazing, amazing content creators. That being said, take care, guys, and I will catch you in the next podcast. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you.
Night.